Okay, so what race do you want to play?
Well, you know, I've always wanted to play like a big, dumb brute, like a lovable Dumbo, you know? Like, probably not the sharpest tool in the shed, but at least he tries his best.
Oh, cool, that sounds fun.
So yeah, what race gives me like a really big bonus to strength, but is also like, you know, kind of dumb?
Well, thanks to Xanathars, you can actually just put them wherever you want to put them. Like what race you are doesn't actually affect it much.
Oh, okay. Does that mean I can just, at least I can get like a really big bonus to my strength because I'm taking that negative to my intelligence, right?
Well, I don't actually think that you can take negatives anymore. I think they kind of got rid of that.
Actually, species don't affect your stats at all now. That was just in the 2014 edition. 2024, they got rid of it completely. Hey everyone, welcome to the Grit and Glory, where we learn how to improve the gaming experience. If you like the video, don't forget to like, comment, and of course subscribe. But now, onto the video.
Look, D&D D&D species are not awful. You know, I'm not trying to say that, but they could be improved 100 times over. I mean, seriously, one of the most common fantasy archetypes is the big dumb brute, you know, the lovable lunkhead, the beast with a heart of gold and a mind of stone. And in D&D 5 edition, or especially 5.5 edition, it's really kind of impossible to build. I mean, you might ask why? Well, if you look at the point buy system, the lowest that you can really put your dump stat is 8. So you're never really that dumb.
Dumb people are always blissfully unaware of how dumb they really are.
And species now don't provide any negatives at all, or if I'm completely honest, really much mechanical identity to begin with. Now, yes, I know that they used to provide negatives and people absolutely hated it. So they got rid of them. And I suppose, yeah, that's fair enough when you get that kind of community feedback. But the problem is that they thought the negatives were the problem. When they weren't, it was how they were implemented. There was never anything to offset. You took a -2 to intelligence, and what did you get in return? Dark vision? And the worst part was that these negatives were mandatory. You could never opt out of them. You couldn't tweak the package. You just had to take it all as one. But in Grit and Glory, we fixed that. Yes, some ancestries do offer negatives, but they offer massive positives in return. It makes it, you know, balanced.
Perfectly balanced, as all things should be.
And if you do ever want to play that ancestry without the negative, you totally can. How? Well, we've made ancestries fundamentally different from how D&D designed. It's not just a one and done, or well, it doesn't have to be. Each ancestry package is modular. You could even say layered.
Ogres have layers. Onions have layers.
Each ancestry in Grit and Glory is like a package of ability. Sure, you can totally play that full-blooded stoic dwarf or that highborn elf, but if you do want to mix and match, go ahead. Maybe you want to play that half-elf, but there is no direct half-elf template. You get to pick half-elf, half what? Half-elf, half-dwarf? Half-dragonborn? You add that own flavor in yourself. Or maybe you're a quarter-elf, quarter-dragonborn and half-dwarf. Maybe you're a full-blooded human, but you have a little bit of that demonic ancestry from 5 generations back. Go ahead.
Dominican, my dad is from TTRPG. But
This system doesn't just fix the problem with negatives, it fixes a whole bunch of problems. It makes ancestries feel impactful and mechanical as well as flavorful.
Wait, but min-maxers are just going to abuse this to pick the best stats from each ancestry. They're going to be well overpowered.
Well, I mean, kind of, yeah.
Yes, but actually no.
That's okay though, because we've actually tricked the min-maxers into role-playing. You want that giant size and you want fire resistance? Go ahead, you can have it. But now you have to explain how you got it. What's your family story? Was your dad a half giant? Did your grandparents make a deal with the devil? It turns stat picking into story building. You're not just optimizing, you're building an ancestry, a history, a character, even if it is a Frankenstein's monster of a character.
It's alive! It's alive! It's alive! It's alive!
And from my interactions with the community, this is exactly what people want. They want their ancestries to matter more. But for some reason, D&D 5.5 has gone the opposite direction. That's just because this whole system is so complicated, man. You gotta keep it simple. Well, it's really not though. It can be super simple. If you do want to play just a single race, pick that package and you're done in 10 seconds. And even if you do want to customize, it's not really complicated. You don't have to figure out the power balance yourself. Every trait has a point total. You get 12 points to spend. Pick what traits you want, stay under 12. That's it. It's simply as good as building a character in Skyrim, except in this case you don't have to build mods in order to feel cool. Now, I'm not just hating on 5.5, honestly. It is still a good game, right? And moving the bonuses to backgrounds makes sense in a way. I always felt when playing 5th edition that backgrounds were even less important than races, so they did need a boost, but they just didn't need to punish races to do it. And I will say, in Grit and Glory, the background system is going to have its own video, which I'll do in time. If I do it, it will be up there. But what I will say for this video is that we do have stat bonuses in backgrounds as well, but we didn't punish ancestries. We didn't remove it from ancestries just to put it there instead. We gave it to both because why not?
Bonus, 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 bonus.
And let's be honest, how often does your species even come up in D&D? Not enough, right? And that's what we're here to fix. We're not trying to add bloat, we're just adding meaning to your choices. And speaking of choices, there are far more in this system. Even with the same number of ancestries, because you can mix and match, that means there are hundreds and hundreds of possible different outcomes, which allows you to tailor your character far more to your unique playstyle than you could ever do in D&D. Some people might want to explore different cultural identities, whereas others want to give that idea of being caught between two worlds. And of course, we're always going to have those people who want to maximize their sex appeal.
I'm rich and I'm dead sexy.
And luckily for you, Grit and Glory has it all, and it's not shoehorned into half-breed template. Sure, maybe you want to play a full-blooded stoic dwarf, or maybe you want to play a gnomish dragon-born orc hybrid with massive trauma and a big axe. And we say, why not both? So yeah, D&D's ancestry system isn't the worst thing in the world, but it's definitely not doing you any favors either. And for players who want more freedom, more flavor, and most importantly, more fun, it's time to try Grit and Glory. Because your ancestry doesn't have to be a limitation, it can be an origin story.
Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, check out the website in the description below where you'll find details about the Kickstarter that's going live in September, so make sure to back it. And in the meantime, you can check out my Patreon for more exclusive content, or for YouTube content, you can look here.